Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie, the Magnetic Mystic. So today's reading is a manifestation reading, a financial manifestation reading. So whatever it is, this is a general reading. So whether it's a better career, whether it's a certain amount of money, whether it's a promotion at your job that you know is going to pay you more money, or that's just going to make you happier, a new business venture, whatever it is, a financial issue that you're going through, something legal, it doesn't matter. Whatever, sorry about that, whatever your financial goal is. Hold on, let me... Okay. I thought it wasn't recording the audio, but it is. Of course, source energy is already taking care of it. So, think about your financial intention. And first question, and you'll see I have the questions out here. That way, I don't lose track of what I'm asking, and you know what I'm asking. You can't understand my handwriting. I don't even know why I'm showing you that, but says, what energy should I be putting out there to attract my intentions? So, this is interesting. The Ten of Swords. So, should you be putting out there? So this is going to take mental energy. A lot. This is taking all of your mental strength here to attract your energy. So for a lot of people, this also has to do with, because this is the next card, and for the question, what energy am I currently emitting? Which is fears of rejection. The Three of Swords, either someone has rejected you and you're feeling the wrath of that, you have some type of fear of rejection. Maybe you think you're going to be rejected for a new job, or it could be some people where you feel like your friends or even your partners are going to reject you if you start making more money. And this Ten of Swords, this is really, what should I be putting out there to attract my intention? This is kind of, which is, unusual. But this is, because I recorded this video and didn't have the sound on a minute ago. I didn't want to bring that up. But when I did the same thing a few minutes ago, it was the Ten of Wands. So, which is, kind of this like do it all myself energy, which you usually don't see in a financial reading. But there's someone around you. And once, you listen to my readings, I'm usually not that type of psychic as far as like, watch your back, type of person. That's just not me. I'm very much the full energy as far as like, I'm trustworthy. I trust people. And because I trust people, even if it's a thief, it's a criminal or a bad person, because I feel like the divine has my back, God has my back, there's nothing that can happen to me. Like my energy is aligned. I'm always protected. I'm always guided. And also the cards sometimes protect and guide us. And so, one time I had an interesting reading that, it was some oracles that were like, danger in the air. And it was like a humongous spider the size of my hand. At first, when it came out, I was like, I wanted to be all toxic positive with it. I'm like, that could not touch me. Like, forget that. Forget caution. I walk in faith. However, because it came, I was still kind of like looking behind my back. It was a new oracle deck that looks like so friendly. I don't feel like bending all the way over else I'll show it to you, but it's like the friendliest, like cutest little kid looking deck. And I didn't even know that card was in there when it, and it was two different, cards that were both like caution, accident. And I just got my kitten, which you might see him run. Hopefully he's taking a nap somewhere back there so he won't be disturbing the reading. But I had him since he was 6 days, so I'm really protective over him. So a big spider being in the house, I was really glad that I had that warning because I was on the lookout, which, like I said, I'm usually not. I was just kind of a little bit more cautious, and I saw him on the wall. And at first I was like, dang, that's a big daddy long legs. Because my brain wouldn't even want to see a spider that big. I don't know if you can see well. I'm still working on like figuring out which lighting is the best for these videos. But I live right in front of the lake, like right on the lake. So, and this is my first time living this close to water, like water view. And so I didn't know what type of creepy crawler or animal type things were even possible. And so I'm glad I had that. So this is telling you, and a lot of times too, this is telling you to protect your dream. When I first started manifesting lots and lots of money, I wasn't always able to afford a townhome by the lake. Trust me. I did have a townhome, but it was in the hood, roach infested. I wish I had a spider back then to clean up some of them damn roaches. Anyway, so the the 10 of swords here, is also telling you, especially mental, you need to watch your mental back. And what I mean is you can't entertain conversations with people that are broke right now. Just right now. You can't. You can't watch the news if you do that. Please stop. That's like an enemy to money, okay? You can't, this is not the time to watch struggle movies. About the hardship. We ain't watching Roots right now, okay? I'm not saying these are not good movies, but not right now while you're trying to manifest this money. We need to protect our mind. And so make sure that you're saturated with this. The energy that you're currently emitting is feeling like rejected in some kind of way, heartbroken in some kind of way. And so maybe you even shared your dream with some friends or some family members that just didn't get you. And because that's how I felt as well. I mean, it took me years to manifest that. And the biggest reason is because I would share with people and people would say, oh, well, you shouldn't want money. I would share it with my spiritual community. And they're like, oh, that's not spiritual. I'm sorry. Abundance is spiritual. Literally nature, God was not, the divine, whatever you want to call it, was not shy or stingy about the trees and the water and the sun and whatever. That's us and our lack mentality. So what can I do to manifest more successfully? The King of Cups. I love this. Okay. For this. So this is your emotions. This is for me, because the king, he's in control of his emotions. Okay. And so this is saying, for me, because it's not a mental game, it is an emotional game. So you need to feel around for what feels right. And so let's say you're having a conversation with somebody. As soon as you start feeling that twinge, that tinge or tension, that money don't like that. She don't like that. She doesn't like tense situations, all right? And so, that's when it's time to say, oh, hey, mom, hey, whoever, I gotta go. Oh, what's that? Gotta get back. What? Time to cut the conversation short. Even if it's not related to money. Money doesn't like, I'm sorry, I just spit on y'all. I really hope that wasn't on camera. But anyway, money really doesn't like just negative energy and negative conversations. There's a guy, Reverend Ike. I love Reverend Ike, okay? I put so many people on Reverend Ike. I got put on Reverend Ike. Reverend Ike, he is great. He teaches a lot of the law of assumption, kind of the Neville Goddard, although he never speaks about Neville Goddard. But in studying Neville Goddard and listening to his sermons, it is a lot of synchronicity there. Whether, he got the information from there or he got the same information from the divine. I don't know, but very similar. Anyway, I highly suggest. And so how can I feel secure progress is being made? Six of Swords. So instantly out of 5 cards, we got 3 swords. So this is telling me this is going to be a mental and then cups. So this is going to be a mental and an emotional journey. So when you feel negative energy, when you feel lack, when a bill is coming, or when you think about the interview, or you think about launching a company, or you think about whatever, even if you think about the good things, how much money is going to come in, watch your emotions. What emotion matches the amount of money that you want to have? So what emotion matches the amount of money that you want to have? So let's say the emotion of freedom. Let's say you want to take a trip. You want some money to take a trip. And that equals freedom, right? Because you're able to travel. You have the time off of work, or you have a business where you can choose when and where you work, whatever it is. What does that feel like to have that money to take that trip? What does that feel like to have the money to buy that house, or to have the money to pay that bill, whatever it is? What is that going to feel like? And how you can be sure progress is being made, with this being the 6 of Swords and it's going away. So this reminds me, and I'm going to try to make this quick because I do want to keep this reading around about 20 minutes. I'm going to make this really, really quick. So I already mentioned Neville Goddard. So the story about Esau, Jacob, and Isaac, okay? And how the son Esau was supposed to get Jacob's blessing. And so Neville Goddard qualifies that as your current state, Esau, right? So Isaac sends Esau out to go hunting. And while he was gone, Jacob puts on the lamb's or the sheep's fur, so then Isaac felt him. So Isaac's blind. He's the dad. Most people know this Bible story. I've been practicing Buddhism for 14 years and I still remember this story. And it's talking about getting the feeling. And so it's saying to leave Esau, right? And so it's saying to leave your current state of mind, okay? So this person who doesn't have this amount of money, this person who can't pay their mortgage, can't pay their bills, can't buy the house, can't whatever it is that you want to do, this person that does not have the amount of money, you need to leave that person. Disidentify. That's not you no more. I know it's your current state, but you created that a long time ago. That's no longer you. Okay? So that's number 1. Okay? And then how can you use this situation to better understand the law of attraction? And then with the 6 of Cups, and this also came out in the reverse. So for me, this means a lot of things. 6 of Cups is talking about the past, right? And so this reverse, for me, this is saying, I want you to think about the thoughts that you've been thinking, good or bad, and relate them to what I'm in a spitty ass mood. I really hope this is not hit the camera. But anyway, think about the thoughts you have been thinking, the actions you've been taking, the conversations you've been having, the things you've been watching. Think about that in the last week, month, year, whatever it is, which has led you to this current financial situation, whatever it is, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Think about that. In these next coming days, start relating things. So let's say you pull up somewhere and you get the parking space. And let's say right before you were pulling up, you were listening to your song, like your song came on, you're jamming. You got to a place you didn't expect. It was 5 o'clock for happy hour, whatever it was. You didn't expect to get the parking. You got it, right? I want you to think about that, equate that to you dancing to that music in the car. Equate that to I prayed last night. Equate that to I got a good breakfast. Equate that to I was on my way to see some friends. I was on my way to a date. I was on my way to see my whatever, okay? And I was really happy about that. And because I was happy about that, I got the parking spot. And I also want you to equate that to negative thoughts. I don't want you to get worried and be like, oh my God, what am I thinking? Just very gentle. This is telling me the past, so not what you're currently thinking, but whenever you think, so this is once things have happened, okay? I want you to use the situation to understand the law of attraction. And so even those negative things, let's say you didn't get the parking spot, or you got written up at work. I want you then to think about not necessarily the things you did, and not even really necessarily anyone else involved. I want you to really think about your thoughts, your feelings before leading up to that situation. So leading up to you getting written up, were you happy about going into work? Were you unhappy about going into work? Did you just get into it with a coworker? Were you and a coworker just talking shit about your boss? Were you and a coworker just, talking about how you guys don't get paid enough? Do you understand? And so I want you to start equating that with this situation. And so when it comes to this situation as well, I want you to think and feel. So think and feel and think and feel. And when you find yourself on a thought that doesn't feel good, just try to think a thought that feels a little bit better. Doesn't have to be all the way to the goal. Doesn't have to be, I'm going to get $10,000 tonight. Don't have to be that. If I'm worried about money, let's say I have a bill due in a week or some days or tomorrow, whatever, right? The way you get into that feeling doesn't have to be about money. I attracted money and manifested a certain amount of money that I needed, and that I needed quickly by simply petting my cat. Okay? Petting my cat, and when I can, I try to get glimpses of how that feels to have that amount of money. How does it feel when you've made a sale with your business? How does it feel when you made a sale at work? How does that feel? And just try to get glimpses. Don't try to play it all out. I know a lot of people talk about visualizing and affirmations. I have nothing against that. But don't try to play it all the way out there, because sometimes you can, didn't have to hold that. So sometimes, that's such a beautiful card though. Guess we didn't need it. Sometimes you can just feel that that you're trying to just do too much and take it too far. And so affirming things that you don't believe sometimes can actually cause it. One card at a time. One card, please. So, sometimes when you just try to get there, you try to visualize it, it can be more damage than good when it comes to manifesting what you want. Because when you think that you're calling it in, you're saying, I am a millionaire, I am a millionaire. But everything in your being knows that you're not a millionaire, then you're actually doing more harm than good, because what you keep affirming is, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. Or I'm a millionaire. No, I'm not. I'm a millionaire. No, I'm not. Whatever it is. And so, speaking of, I'm going to put some links down as well to my abundance hypnosis. I have lots of hypnosis for abundance, for prosperity, for money, successful entrepreneurship. I'm going to put all of those links down here of the ones that I have so far. please let me know in the comments how this resonates with you, if those help. So I create and provide and offer is what I'm trying to say. I offer hypnosis, audios, and meditations. I also offer affirmations done to, yes, meditation music for those that works for. And I know it works for a lot of people, which is why I do create it with the meditative music. However, that's not usually, unless I'm taking a bath or something like that, that's not usually my schmick. So for me, I like to listen to affirmations on like a beat that would usually be on a rap song or a trap song, like something I'm like driving to in the car, I can like dance to, I can clean to. And because if you notice the music that you listen to, a lot of those ideas get in your subconscious mind and you don't even notice. Like when people say, oh, men ain't nothing, or money is bad, or oh, you came up, and whatever it is, and even the good stuff, you know what I mean? Like I wake up to check by, I can't remember who, but got me a check, I got a check. Oh, okay, so I'm not gonna sing this song, but money on my right. Okay, I'm really trying not to get into that song, but that's what I wake up to, right? I love that song because it's on my brain. But whatever it is, watch what goes. And so if you do want something that's going to be some really good affirmations to music, the links are also in the description box to those. And so you can get those on my website. And as far as the music go, I'm also probably going to upload those to YouTube. Not sure when, but for sure you can find them on my site and link below. So divine abundance. And so just to finish off this reading, and please bless me, y'all. I am new at doing this in YouTube. I'm used to like one-on-one meeting, one-on-one sessions, phone sessions, and when I do groups, it's at like parties and that kind of stuff. Or, it's not recorded and put onto the internet, so I am just a little nervous, so please bless me. This video, probably a few more videos until I get comfortable doing this. And so, pray for me, all right? Chant for me, meditate on it, send good intentions that I'll get into my flow and I'll get comfortable. And I just put the intention out that no matter how the delivery is done, whatever message is for you and for the individuals, I visualize all of the people who might be needing, wanting, intending for this video for it to reach you. So, divine abundance. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundant. Ooh. Learn to be abundant, not to chase it. Woo! Learn to be abundant, not to chase it. We not chasing money. Okay, first off, money chases me. Money loves me. Like, that girl's obsessed with me. Like, she chases me everywhere. She follows me around everywhere. Okay? I cannot get rid of her. I can't get rid of her. I circulate her. I use money somewhere and it comes back. Notice I almost said spend, but I didn't. I'm getting better at that. So anyway, instead of saying spend, I say circulate. I try to say circulate. So another one. So this is from the Abraham Hicks Law of Attraction deck, money deck. I can set my own standards for financial well-being. I wanted to say the other one, but I didn't. Forget anyone else's opinion on standards of well-being. How much money can come to you? When the money's supposed to come to you? What's right to want? You know how much money you want and you need. And a prayer that I say when I'm chanting and also when I'm praying, because I do both, I don't care what I did and what I didn't do. I don't give a damn if I haven't worked the whole month. I don't care if I sit and binge watch Netflix for the whole month. This rent better be paid. This mortgage better be paid. This car note better be paid. This trip better be paid for. Whatever it is, it better be paid for. And I'm just going to read this because it is Esther Hicks. I usually don't like reading the stuff that goes along because it gets long, but I'm just going to end it on this. Once you are able to achieve and consistently maintain your personal alignment, a great deal of money will flow into your experience, if that is your desire. Do not let others set the standards about how much money you should have or about what you should do with it, for you are the only one who could ever accurately define that. Come into alignment with who you really are and allow those things to flow into your experience that life has helped you to know that you want. Say, ashe. And so it is. Okay? We're going to lock that in with a bell ring. So, I hope you enjoyed. If you want more, like I said, hypnosis, music with affirmations, meditations, and you can also book a one-on-one reading or session with me. I do law of attraction coaching. I always provide a reading within my coaching because even if you don't want to see the cards, I have to. It helps me save time. And with time saved, you don't have to spend time doing a whole lot of, we can get straight to the point of where those pockets are. And we can get to, making it happen. One time I paid for a coaching session by somebody, a lady that I love. I love her. I still watch her videos. She is great. She's a law of assumption coach. Love her. She's also a hypnotist. However, the first session, first off, was charged full price, but it was like a get to know you session, which is okay. I wanted that. However, it wasn't really any help right then, right there. And I wanted to leave that session with something. And the only thing I really left that session with was, having a sounding board, which could be great. But let me know I'm paying for a sounding board and I'm not paying for coaching right now, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to, and that time, I didn't know if I wanted to book multiple sessions. And honestly, maybe I would if I would have had some type of help, some type of guidance, tested that out, tried it out, it worked for me, and then maybe I would have said, okay, or even just worked like I felt better, or I got this one manifestation, okay, great, let me get some more coaching for more. So I'm going to tell you now, every session, I'm going to leave you with something, okay? Even if you have a lot to say, I'm a talkative person, just like you can tell. And so even if you have a lot to get off your chest, that's great. You need to be heard and you need to be seen. And I'm here to see you and hear you without judgment, okay? And just know I've lived a lot of life, okay? For those of you guys who don't know me and don't know about my business before this, most of you guys do. But, it was in the adult industry and and so I've been all over the world, hiring, training, recruiting, and educating women in the adult industry of how to be their own boss. So that is how I got here so far financially. And now I'm doing a shift in my career because I really want to coach people on the law of attraction, how to make their dreams come true. With that being said, you'll never leave my session empty-handed, put it that way. I'm going to give you, even if I only have 5 minutes to give you a small exercise, I'm going to give you that exercise. Even if just right then and there, I say, hey, girl, all we can do is pray right now because girl, it's too much, okay? And I can tell you that, but whatever it is, you're gonna leave my session feeling just a little bit better. And even if you don't leave it right then, I'm gonna give you something, all right, okay? Hey, here's a discount code for a hypnosis, girl. Well, but even if I have to give you some extra minutes, so that first session, especially, and pretty much all sessions, I will do a card reading. as well as do coaching, unless it's simply just a reading. You want to spy on your man, or you want to see if you're going to get the job. You don't want any coaching. You just want to see what the divine has in store for you. I certainly can do that as well. So that was a lot. I tried to do 20 minutes. That was 30. I'll get better with that, guys. And so anyway, I hope that this helped someone out there. Be blessed, be loved, be you. Hope this reading helps. Bye.